Hey, what is going on, everybody? It is Dwayne Grimm, also known as Demonic. We are live streaming right now. It is currently Thursday, January 29th, 2026. It is about 9:30 p.m. here in Buffalo, New York. It's very cold out there. Hopefully, a lot of you guys are out there surviving the winter storm. The neighbors to us over there in Toronto, my fellow brothers in Pittsburgh, obviously New York City. We've been getting hit with this winter storm. I think they've been saying some crazy shit's been happening in like Texas, and it's not normal for them to like get winter storms and snow over there, obviously. So hopefully you guys are all doing good out there. For me here in Buffalo, it's kind of normal for us to like get blizzards and deal with this kind of thing, but for other people, maybe not so much. So hopefully you guys are all taking care. It has been cold though recently, so I do got the heater running in the back. Hopefully that's not creating too much ambient noise in the background. But nonetheless, it is live stream night. We are streaming and we are watching episode 3 of season 2 WWE Unreal on Netflix. I love the WWE Unreal series. I love taking the time to have a chance to sit here with you guys, spend some time together, and be able to check out some of these episodes. Obviously, the reason I watch it is because storytelling, writing, and booking in the WWE is like one of my favorite things. It's always been a dream of mine to do that as a career for myself one day. And there's a couple things I do want to talk about. We're going to get into it here. This title of episode 3 for season 2 of WWE Unreal is titled The Vision. So obviously, I expect this to be focused and centered a lot on current Vision members, maybe even Seth Rollins in there, because this is probably going to be like the foundation of like Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker to leading up to like everything else potentially. A couple things we're going to talk about. Let me just turn off the lights here and then we'll get started with our watch along. But thank you so much, guys, once again for checking out the channel. Spending some time with me tonight definitely means a lot to me. So anybody taking some time out of your nights to come here, check out my channel, and view some of my videos, it means so much to me. Now, the last episode, it was focused a lot on R-Truth. And I did just want to mention really quickly, because I was watching a really interesting video. I believe it was Steven Richards who put it on his YouTube channel. Shout out Stevie Richards. But they were actually talking about, the recent episode of R-Truth here on WWE Unreal. And not just that, but also his kind of contract situation with WWE in general. And just kind of how it kind of like raises some eyebrows of like, really like what's going on there. And it really, all it really came down to was them just saying, hey, maybe there was a potential number or a value that R-Truth felt like he was estimated or worth. And maybe the WWE felt otherwise. And it kind of like got blown into like two different stories where it was like, well, the WWE said we were trying to like reach out to R-Truth and come to a agreement with him, and we never came to that agreement. And then he just went on social media and said that we fired him, and we never fired him, and that kind of created a situation between them. But it was it was really R-Truth saying, he felt like they were saying, well, if we're not going to come to an agreement, then that's pretty much it. So R-Truth felt like they're just going to fire him anyway, so he might as well just announce it, I guess. Really, it probably was when behind closed doors, and when that pen is on paper and you're dealing with like real contracts and real situations now with banks and people getting paid. I think it just comes down to maybe somebody like R-Truth felt like he needed a certain amount, and the WWE was not willing to give him that amount because they felt like maybe he could do more for less. I don't know. The WWE is very interesting now. I know guys are making way more money than they did before. I think like even back in the Ruthless Aggression era, prior to the Attitude Era, your highest contract might only be $1 million. I think guys like Stone Cold and The Rock, even them, their highest contract was like $1 million a year. It could have been, obviously, they could have been making more because of merchandise sales, pay per view sales, WrestleMania main events, things of that nature. After a while, Stone Cold decided to retire. His body physically couldn't do it anymore. The Rock went to Hollywood. People said it was a stupid decision. It wasn't working out at first, but obviously now his career in Hollywood, one of the most famous actors of all time, he's he's just dominating the scene in Hollywood right now, Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Um, but the thing is, let's just look at it like this. Like, for example, maybe let's just say even somebody like Liv Morgan, who right now is really popular in the women's division, just on fire, red hot. Liv Morgan absolutely doing what she needs to do. Let's say maybe, and this is just an example, I don't know her contract, I don't know any personal details. The only people who know that is probably Liv and the WWE themselves. But let's just say, hypothetically, theoretically, 25,000 a month. Let's just say Liv makes 25,000 a month times 12. That's like 300K a year salary. Now, obviously, we could say Liv is probably around that salary for a year. 300K sounds about right for Liv Morgan. Maybe even more because she's, like I said, she's absolutely red hot right now. Anytime there's a pay per view, she's usually booked. Anytime there's a Monday Night Raw, if she's not injured, she's usually booked. So things are really going good right now in that retrospect. Like I said, 25,000 a month seems about right. And then if you times that for a year, it's about 300K. So that seems pretty accurate for somebody like Liv Morgan on a salary right now. 300K seems about accurate. Like I said, could be even more. I know there's guys right now, they're making way more, than 1 million a year. There's certain contracts, obviously Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, maybe guys like Cody, Randy Orton, he can command more. Um, you have certain stars that are obviously going to command more in value, and the company is going to say, hey, this is what we think you're worth. If they feel like you're worth it and you're worth it, they won't give you probably any situations, probably any difficulty with the negotiation. It'll probably be fairly easy to get things done if they feel like, yeah, you're worth that amount. But it really just comes down to, again, certain stars have had the opportunity, and I love how R-Truth has been able to evolve. But it also, for me, creatively, like as a writer and as somebody who like wants to do booking and stuff, it's like I just try to be honest, and it's like if you creatively just don't have anything that you want to do with that wrestler or that super, you should probably just let him go and let him figure things out, let things kind of calm down. Maybe creatively, both sides are drained out. Maybe one side is drained out more than the other. You never really know. Either way, if creatively promotion WWE feels like there's nothing they can really do, and when you look at it from a creative standpoint right now, and even Stevie Richards mentioned it in his video on his YouTube channel, they said, hey, listen, R-Truth, he had the match with Cena, and then after that, they literally did the thing on social media where it was like they fired him, and then they kind of like abruptly brought him back as a surprise, and it was like, we just wanted to create like a little social media stir, and it was like we got you all along again. But at the same time, R-Truth creatively, they haven't done anything with him since the Cena storyline, right? It's other than the John Cena farewell tour, which is an honor that he even got to be a part of that. Other than that, I know they have included him in the Royal Rumble coming up for next Saturday, so that is nice. But other than that, creatively, you can really tell how the WWE just lacks a lot of ideas and rivalries and just stories with R-Truth. It's unfortunate because, again, R-Truth, one of the more humorous and creative characters, I feel like, on the roster. Just a great guy to have around in general. But the company also looking at it like, hey, this guy, how many more years does he really have left on his contract, and how many more years are we going to value him at what we estimate he can maybe give us, right? It's hard. Nobody knows when their last wrestling match is, but it's always going to be one day. And the company, it's sad to say, but like, and this is, I say negative things, but I say positive things too about it, because obviously I've studied the WWE basically my entire life, and I've come to know the nature of the beast essentially. Um, hey man, if they feel like, again, creatively there's just nothing that they can really do with you, but they're still, giving you some kind of an offer, maybe take it. I don't know. This seems like the type of company where a lot of people get opportunity, and sometimes you could throw it away. I don't know. Even if it's just little opportunities and things that you don't really realize are big, you could use them as big moments, or just big, steps to that next part of your career. You could waste the opportunity. And like I said, if they're throwing out an offer, even if it's not the offer that you're looking for, it's still an offer. It's still an offer from the number one wrestling promotion in the world. You're getting an offer from them. It's not like they're saying, "Well, what do you want us to do?" What do you want us to do? Are we just gonna sit here and shake hands and go our separate ways, or what? But again, for our true situation, it's great that they decided to keep him around. I love that they decided to keep him around, because our truth is very. I think he is, and it sucks to say. I've heard this word thrown around a lot recently too, in the wrestling community, and just from a lot of wrestlers in general. They feel like they've been just utilities. They feel like they're just utility people. Or we say wrestlers are like independent contractors, but when you talk to a lot of wrestlers who are more on the sidelines, and kind of, I guess you could say, maybe like a practice team or a special teams unit, they feel more like they're utility players. They're not, the superstars, or the poster, the Mania poster child, or the WrestleMania poster cover fucking 2K video game. It's it sucks to feel that a lot of the wrestlers feel like they're thrown around as a utility. I remember back in the Attitude Era, man, the reason they could get away with so much in a lot of their storylines and creatively, they took so many risks, because you could just fucking take a shot in the dark, and it was like, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. We'll figure something out next week, or you either figure something out next week, or you're most likely going to lose your job. But they were just taking shots, and if it fucking worked, they run with it. If it didn't, try something new again. It literally felt like in the Attitude Era, and even for my era, a lot of the Ruthless Aggression era, when you would tune in every week, it was like something new was happening, like every single time you tuned in. Now, the stories and shows are a lot more scripted and based around, it's not just so fucking out there in the moment, tonight we're just going to go out there and fucking, I have this idea, we're going to do this. It's usually more catered to the feeling of everything is planned like a week, 2 weeks ahead of time. Everybody knows what the fuck is going to happen that night of Monday Night Raw. If you have an idea for something that you want to try, they might try it the next week. It might not happen that night. You know what I mean? So it's shit like that. It's a lot of things now where, again, it was just a different era back then. Hello, Miguel. I definitely enjoy you checking out the channel. Thank you for tuning in. It's just a different era now. And like I said, it sucks to hear a lot of the wrestlers feel like they are kind of more utility players, and just undervalued in a way where there's not a lot creatively that the WWE or this promotion can really do with them. But again, I just feel like when it comes down to the wire, you have to, if you are the person making those decisions on who you want to keep on your roster or who you're going to take away, just tell them, hey, there's nothing really creatively right now we can do for you. And hopefully down the line, each person can figure out something best for them. And that's really what it comes down to. Not everybody is going to be, right, your superstar, your main eventer. I feel like I've heard a lot of wrestlers even say, negative things over time because they were never thrown in a situation where they got to be over, essentially. Um, there's certain channels out there like Maven, great guy, but wasn't really ever the greatest wrestler. Not going to put him in a top 10 or anything of all time. It's just the way it is. Ryback, same thing. There's certain guys out there that just can never. They're great personalities, but I think maybe just not when they say things about the business, it hurts to see how they feel about it because I know in their situation they were never going to be, the fucking next Hogan or whatever. It's a far cry from that, but I tell people when Maven got signed, dude, he got signed and he fell into the roster when they were kind of already stacked with a ton of talent. Maven won a tough enough competition. He could fucking throw a drop kick pretty good, and that's about it. Other than that, man, promo wise, in ring ability, again, I can't really say great things about Maven in terms of his wrestling style. But it's great that he had the opportunity, and now when people go to his YouTube channel, I think it's great that he's able to share his experience. But I've heard him and guys like him, Ryback, Mr. Kennedy, just say negative things about WWE because they were never treated essentially maybe the way that they felt like they could have been treated. But again, the WWE always had, their stars, man. It was never about who's going to be the fucking guy to dethrone John Cena at WrestleMania and shit. You know what I mean? It's just John Cena's he's the guy. It's that simple for that era. And even for somebody to even come close to that, like Randy Orton, is fucking outstanding. Because to even be in the same bracket or the same sentence with a guy like John Cena who was completely over his entire career, what does that have to say about Randy Orton? So there's certain guys, yeah, you do get that level. And then again, there's certain people where you just don't. Okay? But now I do know that the company is in a place where people are making a lot more than $1 million contracts a year. Like I said, even if we wanted to give an example on somebody like Liv Morgan, who's absolutely been dominating the division as of late in the past couple years, she is probably even in that same bracket where she can command a higher salary. Same thing with Rhea Ripley. There's just certain stars who can, and there's certain stars who cannot. With that being said, we're about 20 minutes now into our watch along, so we are going to get started with episode 3 here, and this is again titled Division. So again, Paul Heyman going to be talking a lot about the creation of the new group Division here in the WWE.
What the hell did we just witness? An alliance we never thought we'd see. Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman. Only took you 13 years to fucking come home.
I don't want to say I created Division before WWE, but I was thinking about it. I'm not going to lie to you, chat, okay? I just never got the time to fucking hop on fucking 2K and put my ideas out there before WWE could beat me to it. But I did have the idea to put Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker in, like, it was like the NWO Wolfpack versus like the NWO Black and Whites. It was going to be this thing I was doing it recently on the channel. You can check out the YouTube videos. It's not a big deal. Either way, I'm just saying Triple H, I fucked with the vision when it was Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker as of late. You know, as of late, I will say in terms of booking from a creative standpoint, they can rival something like they can rival a group right now or a faction like the Judgment Day on Monday Night Raw, which is really nice to see. Um, but I just Logan Paul again. We all kind of know how I feel about Logan. I feel like I'd have number one rivalry with that guy right now if I was signed. But nonetheless, I like what they've been doing with Austin Theory. I would really like to see Austin Theory versus Dominic Mysterio at WrestleMania 42 for the Intercontinental Championship. Triple H, I'm just throwing the idea out there. If you want to book it, you heard it here first. I really feel like, though, for some reason, like the new vision with Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, Logan Paul, Austin Theory, for some reason this reminds me of some kind of like whack-ass evolution. How's it going, Avalanche? Definitely appreciate you stopping by and checking out the content tonight. But it just reminds me so much of like a whack-ass evolution. I like Braun Breaker, don't get me wrong. I would definitely want to call him Braun Steiner every time I mention his name, but I know it's Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker, he's great right now. Back in my era, guys weren't suspended. They were actually thrown into a main event with The Undertaker one-on-one player. But nowadays, it's great what they've been doing with Braun Breaker. Right now, it looks like he's somebody that could take the title off of Punk. I don't really, creatively, they didn't do it. I thought maybe even give it to AJ Styles, so going into the Royal Rumble, he could have the match with Gunther. I don't know. They're all over the place right now a little bit. What's going on, Maxwell? Thank you for checking out. They're definitely all over the place right now a little bit with the CM Punk stuff as well in the World Heavyweight Championship picture. No telling what's going to go on there. Who's going to win the Royal Rumble right now? That's also up in the air. It's all over the place. But as I said, I like what's going on with Braun Breaker. I like what they've been doing with Austin Theory. Logan Paul can fucking kick rocks. I just... Fuck that guy. He walks out there with his Prime bottle like a cheap-ass fucking Jack's Pacific Triple H action figure. Bronson Reed, I don't know. I wish I could say more great things about him. I just don't really like him that much right now. It seems like the only great thing he has going for him is he likes to steal Roman Reigns' shoes, which is like a thing. I don't know. Okay, cool, but he's in the vision, so there's that. Like I said, I liked when it was Seth and Braun. It's gonna be interesting when Seth does come back, how all of this is gonna fucking transpire. Maybe Braun Breaker will be the world champion by then. I don't know. Who fucking knows what they're trying to do right now? But we are gonna check out more of this episode here of WWE Unreal, which is season 2, episode 3, The Vision. And like I said, it just feels like to me right now, The Vision is kind of like a whack-ass version of Evolution. Because you could say, Braun Breaker, Braun Steiner, he is maybe the Batista of the group. Austin Theory, I'm looking at like a young version of an Evolution Randy Orton right now. Austin Theory versus Dominic Mysterio. WrestleMania 42, Triple H book it, Intercontinental Championship. You heard it here first from your boy. Logan Paul, you go fuck yourself. But again, you're kind of like the bitch-ass Jack's Pacific action figure version of a Triple H. You're not even, the face details aren't even there. You're not even accurate. You're not even fucking accurate to the actual fucking image on the box. It's not even there. It's like you're looking at the fucking cover art and then you look at the action figure and you're just like, that's not right. How did they even think those two were the same thing? And then again, Bronson Reed, we're not going to say he's like Ric Flair or anything. Obviously, that title goes more to like Paul Heyman. And Paul Heyman, really one of the only good things right now about the Vision. I felt like if you were to take Paul Heyman away from the current Vision, where it's just Braun Breaker, Logan Paul, Austin Theory, Bronson Reed, they would not fucking survive on the mic at all. Paul Heyman is their entire force behind the microphone, and that's why they're actually, promoted so highly, because Paul Heyman is their entire driving force behind their promo ability. But if you were to take Paul Heyman away from the group, it's just like I kind of would not see them really being able to survive on their own or just, thrown together like that. It maybe could work for a little bit, but again, in terms of working the audience and trying to get heat on themselves, Paul Heyman knows how to do it so well, and he's been doing it so well, and that's why it's working for the Vision right now. But it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting when Seth comes back, for sure.
An alliance we never thought we'd see. Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman. Only took me 13 years to fucking come home. Thank you.
After WrestleMania, Paul Heyman, who was CM Punk's best friend, Roman Reigns' wise man, has now aligned himself with Seth Rollins.
I seen it coming, Triple H. I knew it was going to fucking happen. Paul Heyman has associated himself with CM Punk and Roman Reigns. The only person he did not fuck with at that time was Seth Rollins. It was bound to happen. The Vision is something entirely different. That was creatively a good idea at first. I felt like, okay, we got the Vision, we got Seth Rollins, we got Braun Steiner. I like that. I like that, Triple H. Then we started doing some shit where it was like Braun Steiner gonna turn on Seth Rollins, fucking hit him with the 90-mile-an-hour fucking spear that nobody cares about. Apparently the only thing that can get Braun Breaker over, I don't know. And that's going to put him out of commission. Fucking. And then we're just going to add some random members. Logan Paul, Austin Theory. I don't know. It happened. But it happened, chat. And now that it happened, we are here. We are at this point. We are going to WrestleMania 42. Who's going to win the Royal Rumble? All of the members of the Vision currently are in the Royal Rumble match. Only one person can win that match. Not all of them. Even if they all want to win. Only one can.
In some ways, Paul Heyman has always been a Seth Rollins guy.
Seth Rollins has been the best in-ring performer since 2012 and is just now entering his prime.
He stared a hole through Paul Heyman.
We've been planting seeds for Seth and Heyman for a long period of time.
Rollins now. Rollins is stalking Paul Heyman. Paul would know where to go.
While Seth hates all the people that Heyman represented, how you make him a bad guy is now he accepts the evil that is Paul Heyman to get what he wants.
That man sold his soul to Paul Heyman to get ahead in this business.
We're seeing the Vision.
It's called the Vision, chat, because Seth Rollins is the visionary. He's the visionary. Nobody in the Vision even has a nickname related to the Vision. It's not Braun Steiner. It's not Austin Theory. It's not Logan Paul. It's not Bronson Reed. Paul Heyman, who's the new evolution Ric Flair, apparently. None of them have any nickname related to the Vision. They're called the Vision because of Seth Rollins. He's the visionary. How can you have the Vision without Seth Rollins? I need to know, Triple H.
Clearly, if you will. And there's only one way to get there, and that's the two of us on the same side.
The double turn at WrestleMania is not about me. It's about the future of WrestleMania.
God damn, too. Now that we're talking about it, I mean, now that I mentioned it, like, nobody would survive. Nobody in the current vision would survive on the microphone, promo-wise. If you took Paul Heyman away, they would fucking crumble to pieces. But now think about it like this. Seth Rollins was really the only thing promo ability. Like, he could go out there and he could carry the vision on the mic because he was that damn good on the mic in the ring. So, yeah, him and Braun Steiner were working. But once they took that away and it was just like more Paul Heyman working the manager and the microphone now, Logan Paul gets the heat on him, don't get me wrong. But there's so many moments you can see they're all four of them are not the greatest in terms of promo skill. I'm just going to be real with you guys. But in terms of like putting themselves over the way that they're trying to right now, the only way I see it working is if Paul Heyman is there. And if you took that away, I mean, what the fuck? These guys would struggle so much. Because, yeah, once they took Seth Rollins away, too, it's like, what are you even going to do, buddy, in terms of, like, trying to get yourself over now with this new heel faction?
It's about who's going to main event WrestleMania 5 years from now. It's just the catalyst to establish where this entire industry is going to go.
Looks like we're on fire, man. We're going to. We're going to.
At the end of the day, no matter how somebody makes their way to the apex of this business, which is the WWE, it's a step-by-step process of climbing this ladder of success.
It is a step-by-step process.
The storylines, the character development, all those things factor into it. But a lot of it is just really on the talent of creating a persona, creating moments, creating an image, creating something that fans want to see that talent and they want more from that talent. They're scene stealers. That is what our business is. I don't care if we give you 30 seconds on TV.
Now, Triple H is even saying here, listen, man, I don't care if we give you 30 fucking seconds on TV. Our entire business is about characters. It's about stories. However you use that time is all up to the talent. It's all up to how the talent is going to put themselves over. They can give you the fishing pole. They can teach you how to fish, but they can't put the fish in the fucking boat. You know what I mean? So you're going to have to go out there and fish and fucking bring the fish in the boat yourself. But at the end of the day, and I've heard this too, which I know a lot of people won't like, but it's actually, you know, Triple H and a lot of the guys right now, you know, backstage, or a lot of the people that are paying the checks, and I just want to say, like, talent recruiters, or you know what I mean, developmental guys that are looking for new talent. They're not looking for guys who are fucking trying to put on, you know, the craziest fucking match of all time. They want to fucking main event WrestleMania and be the WWE champion 30 fucking times. Those are great. But right now, they're looking for people who specifically know how to sell the character that they're selling. So essentially, like, even somebody like Chelsea Green, who, if they're going to take loss after loss after loss, but they continue to make that other person look so good to the point where that other person looks like a star for that promotion, they'll continue to book Chelsea Green. Maybe Chelsea Green isn't getting the WrestleMania main events right now, but she is getting booked and she is getting on the card more than maybe some other people can say for themselves. The company right now is looking for very specific things that people can do. It's not about having the greatest wrestling background or the greatest, trying to be the greatest in-ring technical wrestler. I'm just going to be real with you.
If you can use that 30 seconds to make them want to see you again, then you're climbing that ladder. I see Penta has that vision.
You're talking a lot about Penta now. I love Penta. We're here in Mexico.
El ser mexicano es algo que valoro mucho. Me siento muy orgulloso de nacer donde nací.
I am part Mexican. My dad was Italian and Mexican. My mom is Irish and French. So I have a lot of Italian, Mexican, Irish, French heritage in me. I like to primarily say I'm Italian and Irish because I feel I'm primarily Italian and Irish. But growing up, my dad was Italian and Mexican. A lot of his family, my mom is Irish and French. So a lot of that in me as well.
Teotihuacán tiene esa magia y ese misticismo de todos nuestros antecesores. En lucha libre, we have almost 100 years of history. Many years ago, the Mexican warriors used masks about the skin animals. This is the culture. So always, professional wrestler always use masks.
Penta talking a lot about his culture here in Mexico, obviously with the Lucha Libre, how the wrestlers traditionally will wear their masks. How that started was wearing masks of an animal, right? A beast of war.
Nobody know who you are. Nobody.
And in Lucha Libre, I mean, when you're a Mexican wrestler, you basically wear that mask as honor, and it's a sign of disrespect to ever take it off or remove it. So that's one of the reasons why when Rey Mysterio got to the WWE, even the WCW really didn't understand a lot of the history behind Lucha Libre, which is crazy because they had the cruiserweight division in the WCW first. But obviously, they didn't understand the heritage or the history behind the meaning of like wearing a Lucha Libre mask and what that means to somebody even like Rey Mysterio. I like, now there's a lot of wrestlers that will symbolize it. Penta is great with it. I like when they're able to kind of get away with it though, as like they'll throw it on like El Grande, and like you'll see guys like Chad Gable or Ludwig Kaiser kind of like rock this new gimmick where it's like an interesting like personally. I love when they'll do like the kind of like comedy style with like that idea. But it's great to see like guys like Rey. I would love to see Rey Mysterio and Penta actually in a tag team match at Mania. I said against Rusev, and who did I say against? Penta and Rey against chat. I gotta find out now. I gotta find out because that was a good one. It's gonna drive me crazy. I put it on my Twitter, on my X. Of course, I did a little bit of a booking already for what I would like to see at Mania. I gotta see. No, it's not gonna fucking do it. Are you kidding me? Dude. I gotta search all the way back. Hold on, chat. We're gonna find this out real quick because that was a good one. It's Penta and Rey Mysterio versus Rusev. And I forgot who I wanted Rusev to team with right now. Just give me a second. Where is it? Where the fuck is it? Dude. Penta and Rey Mysterio versus Rusev and Ilya Dragunov. Come on, chat. Tell me that's not a good one. Penta and Rey Mysterio versus Rusev and Ilya Dragunov. My bad, Ilya. My bad for fucking forgetting about you right there, Dragunov. But yeah, that was a tag team match I'd really like to see. That's why I looked it up on my Twitter and my X right there, because I did post a match card for WrestleMania 42 just right now. What I would kind of like to see, again, some matches. Austin Theory versus Dominic Mysterio. maybe a triple threat for the WWE Championship. I would like to see Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa versus Randy Orton. Randy Orton as the WWE Champion going into WrestleMania 42, defending it in the triple threat against Sami Zayn and Solo Sikoa. It feels like right now Sami Zayn is on fire for himself too recently. This guy putting himself over. He's been, the past couple years, Sami has really been working the crowd really nicely. And it feels like this could be one of the years where they're really trying to go with him. So Sami Zayn could be a WWE champion very soon. I would like to see, though, Randy Orton take the championship from Drew McIntyre, go into Mania as WWE champion, have to defend it in a triple threat against Sami Zayn and Solo Sikoa, and either Sami Zayn or Solo Sikoa will be the new WWE champion at WrestleMania 42. That's just the way I would like to see it. Again, these are just some of my ideas from what I've been putting on my Twitter, my X, what I would like to see at WrestleMania 42. In terms of Penta and how much I just love Penta, I think it'd be great, though, to see Penta, Rey Mysterio against Rusev and Ilya Dragunov at WrestleMania 42. Maybe we could even find a way, chat, to work Rey Fenix in this match with Penta and Rey Mysterio. So we got Penta, Rey Mysterio, Rey Fenix versus Rusev, Ilya Dragunov, and who do we feel like would be a good third man for that? We got to go with somebody crazy, though. It's got to be somebody that's been working. Recently. I mean, I do like the idea of Trick Williams, but it just feels like a bit out of place right there for me. And of course, my fucking Netflix just restarted. I do like the idea of Trick Williams there, but it just feels a little bit too crazy right there, maybe. There's even like rumors right now like who's gonna return at the Royal Rumble. Guys want to see Edge. They want to see my boy Jericho, Y2J. Break the walls down. Break down the walls. I know I want to hear it so badly too, but I don't know. I would like to see Jericho retire in the WWE. TNA is doing partnerships right now. We could, obviously see guys like the Hardys and guys from TNA come over. It could even be, who was that one kid from TNA, Slater? He was actually like really good in that match. I think he had against I want to say Javon Evans. It was either Javon Evans or Carmelo Hayes. Leon Slater, obviously he's Slater looking a little bit different now, but no, Leon Slater from TNA. I did like this kid, current X Division champion, I believe. Yep. So we could even maybe do like Penta, Rey Mysterio, Rey Fenix versus Rusev, Ilya Dragunov, and Leon Slater. That actually might be a really good one. I'm just saying. And obviously with the Royal Rumble coming up, we have so much in terms of just like surprises, who's going to return. I feel like Bianca Belair might return for the Women's Royal Rumble next Saturday. That would be fucking crazy. I think that would drive like a lot of people because really Jade needs an opponent right now. I don't really think Jordynne Grace, they might throw her in there a bit sooner, but I don't think that's like WrestleMania right now. But really, like, Jade kind of really needs somebody. And, yeah. Women's Championship, though. Women's Championship, I would like to see maybe Jade versus Nia Jax, too, though. Like I said, it's going to be interesting to see who's returning. All the surprises from, like, TNA and whatever. We're going to see where the road to WrestleMania takes us coming up.
La lucha libre pudiera ser y es como la vida misma. Primero que nada, tú decides qué tan real y qué tan falsa es. Cuando tú empiezas en la lucha libre, empiezas hasta abajo.
When you start in wrestling, you start at the bottom.
Arturo, ¡qué velocidad! ¡Qué velocidad de Vintage!
Tú empiezas escalón, step by step, but sometimes you fall. No importa, tienes que seguir. Si lloras, te caes, sangras, te raspas, lo que pase, again.
Penta basically saying here, once you start in wrestling, and this is so true for so many people on the independent circuit or just so many wrestlers coming up. If you don't have a background of, like, you're not third generation, you don't have a wrestling family or anything like that, you start from the bottom. And it's so true for even guys who have the heritage where they come from wrestling DNA or wrestling families. Everyone usually starts at the bottom. Special treatment is usually very disliked in this kind of environment. It usually is not a thing that is very treated with respect. But Penta's saying, you start at the bottom, you're going to fall, you're going to bleed, you're going to cry. Whatever happens, you just get back up, you keep going. And it's so true for so many of these wrestlers. I mean, Penta, I've seen come up from so many different promotions, working so many different promotions before WWE, and now to have the ability to be in WWE and have the opportunity to even be at events like WrestleMania, your SummerSlam, your premier events, it's just crazy. It's great opportunities.
No sé cuánto tiempo pase, porque todos somos
Somebody
diferentes.
obviously who deserves it as well. Penta, an amazing performer, amazing wrestler. In-ring ability is off the charts.
Y esa pirámide
Not only as a tag team performer, but also as a solo superstar.
se llama WWE.
The Penta experience has come to Monday Night Raw.
My first name was Cyrus. This was my first character. So after that, I become a Dark Dragon. After the Dark Dragon was Hijo del Cuchillo. So after that, I become a Pentagon Junior. I shortened the name for, instead of Pentagon Junior, like Penta.
Penta has dominated around the planet for over a decade.
You're always looking to check all the boxes. In WWE, you have to produce emotions to connect with the audience. And he's done that.
Penta, with such fanfare,
It was something that we didn't have on the roster that the audience was looking for.
In my mind, always when I go to the ring, like, cero miedo. No matter what, no matter against who, no fear, no fear, no fear. This was always in my mind. Cero miedo. This is the number 0. You do this is the M. Basically, cero, the number 0, the M, because in Spanish, miedo start with the M, like fear, miedo, like cero, miedo. Penta, it's cero, miedo. Penta, no fear.
You can lay down all the plans you want for somebody coming in and to hopefully get them over. There's never a guarantee.
I feel this energy and support for my fans, for my family. My debut in WWE was like dream, man.
When it works like it did with Penta, boy, that puts a smile on your face.
And I know I say it all the time too, guys. Like Paul Heyman, I say I want Paul Heyman in the place of like Michael Hayes. Paul Heyman is doing so much backstage. He's doing so much creatively, and not only like in terms of writing the stories and coming up with ideas and shit, just in terms of like with the talent and what he's been able to do with like with the roster. I'm sure he's been approached countless, relentless times, back say, hey, Paul, what do you think about this? Is this okay? Just giving countless feedback to the talent. always in the corner of the wrestlers and the men and women who are trying to entertain our audience. Paul Heyman is obviously, I think ever since the time he got signed from Vince and when they bought ECW, he's obviously been so in tune with like what's happening backstage. He can't make all the decisions. Obviously, that's, even in terms of like creative speaking or any of the writers, any of the producers, everything always has to go to the chief of the table, which is going to be Triple H and the boss, and it's all going to be a yes or no from him. So whatever ideas you have, it all has to go through him, and it all has to get okayed with him right now. It's not Paul Heyman's company. It's not fucking Michael Hayes' company. Everybody, no matter what it is, they're going to have it go through Triple H, and Triple H is going to either say yes or no. And that's why I always told people, too, once Vince McMahon is gone, that's unfortunately when you're going to notice the biggest change in the product. It's not going to change until Vince McMahon is gone, because everything has to go through Vince McMahon at that time. Same way it is right now. Everything is going through Triple H. I think, and this is just me speaking, Michael Hayes has had enough time. Guys like Ed Koskey, I don't really want around anymore. Bruce Pritchard, he was always Vince McMahon's right-hand man. I mean, Bruce Pritchard and Vince McMahon were fucking doing this since the 90s, okay? And Bruce Pritchard has been, like, right there beside Vince McMahon. Kind of like the same way Bruce Pritchard is, like, right there for Triple H right now. I kind of want, Paul Heyman to be Bruce Pritchard. I would like William Regal to be Michael Hayes. I would like maybe a guy like The Undertaker to be Ed Koskey. You know what I mean? That's the creative team that I'm looking for right now. I really need to see things shift creatively in terms of like that direction, to where we just get rid of certain pieces, because nothing is really going to change until you get rid of those certain pieces. And we kind of give it to somebody else. I want to see different ideas. I want to see these, what do these guys have to offer? Like I said, Paul, if I could get rid of Bruce Pritchard, I'm putting Paul Heyman right there. If I could get rid of Ed Koskey, give me William Regal. If I could get rid of fucking Michael Hayes, I'm putting in The Undertaker. Sure. Hell yeah.
My daughter, she cried because she feel proud about me. She feel emotion in the moment.
It is an absolute privilege to have Penta grace our ring here in WWE.
Now is the Penta New Era! And you know why? Porque yo soy Penta el Zero!
Penta gonna be an Intercontinental Champion soon enough. I definitely see it happening soon enough. Great momentum behind him right now, and again, I love what he's able to do on the mic, in the ring. Phenomenal talent, phenomenal athlete. For me, I do see him as the Intercontinental Champion very soon, maybe even this year. Like I said, WrestleMania 42, I do want Austin Theory versus Dominic Mysterio for the strap. But Penta is somebody that I see wearing that Intercontinental Championship soon enough. If we're talking about the United States Championship, right now I kind of see Carmelo Hayes versus The Miz versus Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. I kind of think that would work. Obviously, McIntyre right now, current WWE champion. But of course, as I said earlier, I kind of want Randy Orton, I want Randy Orton to take the championship from him. We still have a match at Elimination Chamber coming up. Royal Rumble, it's going to be Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre. Sami Zayn with the opportunity to become WWE champion. But as I said right now, in terms of where the picture is with McIntyre with the WWE Championship, take the title from him, put it on Randy Orton, maybe even at the Royal Rumble. For the WWE Championship, Randy Orton goes into Mania 42 as the champion. Triple threat match against Sami Zayn. Solo Sikoa either drops the title to Sami Zayn or Solo Sikoa in the triple threat at Mania 42. New WWE champion. As for Drew McIntyre, though, Once he loses the championship, I would just like to see him maybe in a fatal four-way situation. United States Championship, Carmelo Hayes, The Miz, Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre. Again, Triple H, I'm just throwing out ideas. You take it. Probably not, but all good with me, man.
I love you guys.
I'm telling you, Penta could make a broomstick look good. He is that talented. It's insane.
Thank you guys. It's an honor working with you guys. Thank you so much.
One of the matches that I am honestly best known for on the internet is
Penta versus Chelsea Green. Classic match. If nobody's ever seen it, and I say this all the time, the reason I respect a lot of the female talent so much, if you don't know, and Penta said it even coming up from Mexico and in the independent roots and on the independent circuit, indie circuit, you're going to start at the bottom. And for a lot of female talent in the world of professional wrestling, you will always start at the bottom. There is not a lot of beautiful glamour or how do I say, it's not a fucking beauty pageant all the time. It's not going to be, supermodels and Victoria's Secret fashion show. It's pro wrestling. It's a grimy, dark, kind of a pretty disgusting world sometimes. And for a lot of the female talent, when you're coming up, there's not a lot of female talent, first of all, who wants to even be a professional wrestler. So once you find a pro wrestling school or somewhere to train, it's usually surrounded by like a crowd of men because, again, there's not a lot of female talent that wants to do this. So you're usually in there with like a bunch of guys. You're training with the guys. You're wrestling with the guys. You're wrestling with the men. You're training with the men, right? You're not going to be one-on-one with girls all the time because you just don't have access to female superstars like that. Obviously, once you get to somewhere like WWE and you train for WWE, yeah, but on the indies and at the bottom, no. Like I said, it's not always going to be the greatest of scenarios. It's not always going to be fucking picture perfect. So somebody like Chelsea Green obviously understands having the ability to work kind of mixed gender matches. Her match with Penta is fucking phenomenal. And I say too, Candice LeRae had a match against the Young Bucks, which is also like one of the greatest examples of like mixed gender matches that I could show people, because just what they're able to do in these matches, the moves, the bumps that they're able to take, absolutely unreal. No pun intended for this series, but Chelsea Green has the match with Penta, and it's actually a kind of pillar in both of their careers because it makes a name for both of them on the internet. And kind of, it's crazy to know that they're both here in the company now today in WWE currently. And this is one of the matches that really got them started. They wrestled each other, Chelsea Green versus Penta.
in 2018 when we wrestled for Lucha Underground together. That was probably the craziest match I've ever had in my career. Penta pushed me so far outside of my comfort zone. I did things I never knew I could do. And I am so grateful.
Where's she going?
I could also say, like, another example recently that's kind of come up online, too, that people have been saying was a really good mixed gender kind of thing match back in the day. It was Trish Stratus and Lita versus Jericho and Christian. So, again, you get the talent, you get the right talent that really knows how to work and can put on great matches. And that's why I say, you know, people will talk shit about Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus, my bae, my queen, my wifey. Listen here. Her and Trish to able to go out there and have a technical fucking trying to bring the roof down kind of match against guys like Jericho and Christian, that says a lot about them. So I'm just going to leave it right there.
I constantly hear, you need to have a rematch with Penta. And we always laugh like...
Jericho and Christian, two of the greatest in-ring performers of all time. I'm just going to say right now. Chris Jericho and Christian Cage. Two of the greatest in-ring wrestlers of all time.
Should we run it back? But we're never going to run it back. You cannot redo perfection.
WrestleMania 42, Chelsea Green versus Penta. The rematch. Book it.
It's about to
Book
be
it,
my
Triple
dream
H.
home.
They won.
Welcome to my beautiful new Floridian home. Come on in.
We're going to need that
Just imagine
rematch,
would be
Triple
cool
H.
now. It is very crazy to say, but after 10 years living in Florida, moving from Canada, I'm building my dream home. I feel like such a brat being able to say that. I've been working on designing it for almost 2 years, and it's beautiful. This is going to be the living room. These are going to be all the windows looking out to the beautiful little lake pond. 3-car garage, obviously going to be turned into a gym. It's just that one tangible thing that I can say, like, look, Mom, I made it. I made it. I am so happy with my life. I'm so happy in the fact that I signed a new 5-year contract. I won an amazing championship. I'm the first ever.
Look at that. We were just talking about contracts earlier. Chelsea Green signs a 5-year contract. What do we think Chelsea Green is making for 5 years guaranteed, right? It's got to be somewhere around the bar, Paul. Like, let's just say right now, I'd say maybe Chelsea Green could be estimated around 65 a year. Do we want to say 65K a year? Maybe less. Maybe a little less. Maybe 50K. We'll say 50. We'll say 50. So 50K times 5 for the next 5 years. Chelsea Green gonna be making about $250,000. $250,000 right there for Chelsea Green.
In the history books. I'm building this amazing house. Like, I'm living my best life. This right here is going to be my office. And this right here, I have built a built-in
it
bookcase.
seems crazy like when we talk about these numbers, but like I said, guys, in the world of pro wrestling, when you get an opportunity to work for the WWE and they're giving you these offers, I mean, fuck, if I was given, $250,000 for the next 5 years, I think I could try to survive off of that. So
Ace, it's going to be for all my championships.
that's more than a lot of people are making out there. So.
Chelsea Green makes history.
I mean, fucking A, I've never even had $1,000 in my bank account. To have $250,000 for like the next 5 years to try to survive off of that, I think I can make it work, Chad. I think I could do it.
So we're gonna put the inaugural WWE Women's United States Championship.
Like I said, I don't know Chelsea Green's bills. I don't know exactly what she's paying rent. I don't know. Well, she's building her own house here. She's actually doing her own house here. So she's got the architect working overtime here. She's paying her own money out of her pocket for her own house. Like she said, something that she wants to feel accomplished for, and a damn well accomplished. You're building your own house and you're paying for it out of your own money. But again, if I had the 250K, that I've never had that amount to work with, but I think I could work with it.
Somewhere right here. I think it'll look good. Right here. Oh, this view is like, I just imagine when I eventually have kids, I'm gonna sit out there looking at the beautiful trees and the lake, and it's just like everything I ever dreamed of, and I never thought that I would have all this from wrestling. How do you do it? How do you have kids? Do you quit your job? Do you come back with your babies on the road? Do you leave your kids with a nanny?
And we just said too, like I was saying earlier, like Liv Morgan is probably somebody that's banking around like 300K a year. So for Chelsea Green to be at like $250,000 for 5 years, to me it seems a little bit accurate. I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't know the exact details. These are just estimations and what I would kind of like, how I would say if I was the one kind of writing the numbers and the paychecks, but whatever. It seems accurate to say somebody like Liv Morgan could be making around like 300,000 a year, and then Chelsea Green is on about like maybe $250,000 for 5-year contract. That seems pretty like reasonable.
I feel like I'm just like on this hot streak and I don't want to ruin it by getting pregnant. But how awful is that I say that? But that's just the reality of being a woman in wrestling. I mean, I'm just, after 10 years, I'm just starting to make money now.
After 10 years, Chelsea Green is just starting to make money now. I know how the fuck that feels, Chelsea. I've been making music for the past 16 years. I've never fucking seen $1 from my work or my effort. You put in so much time, you put in so much effort. Chelsea Green is just now making decent money for her contributions to the world of professional wrestling.
I look at Chelsea as someone that you can place in any role, in any story, and that story all of a sudden becomes elevated because Chelsea is in it. The fact that Chelsea is able to elevate everybody else around her, and I think that she sometimes feels like, but I want to be it. It's like, Chelsea, you are it. You give her 30 seconds, and she will get more out of that 30 seconds than somebody will with a 30-minute match.
Work your time. Use your opportunity to your advantage.
My career, honestly.
It's your time to go out there and make a name for yourself.
And something has changed. I find out a couple hours before showtime that I am dropping the title to Zelina Vega. And I just feel like this wasn't it. This is not what I imagined. I thought we were going to have longer. I thought we were going to do more. At the end of the day, I had so much more planned for this reign. And that's what's upsetting. With them kind of just springing that on me, it can go one of two ways. You know, you can react out of emotion and you can be angry and you can be upset. I just like refuse to let that happen because, again,
this is the world of pro wrestling. One day you're the champion and you walk into work and then they tell you, hey, you're going to lose tonight. So this is the world of pro wrestling. Obviously, I think that Zelina Vega obviously deserves the opportunity. It's great that she was able to take the title from somebody like Chelsea here because it does build those feuds and those rivalries in the future down the line, especially for characters like Zelina Vega and Chelsea. So everything that Zelina and Chelsea have been doing recently in terms of the women division, they've really been making names for themselves. And for the WWE to say, hey, we want to put this new title on you, the Women's U.S. Championship, it's a great opportunity for both of them. And Chelsea Green has been using that opportunity to the best of her advantage.
like, this shit is not real. This is not real. I'm still going home to my husband and my dogs and my cats and the house that we're building, and I'm still living the best life outside of here. So the conversation goes, you're losing the title, and I go, okay. With that being said, the crowd reacted amazing. So as I was lying, looking up at the lights, I was like, okay, I did my job.
Zelina Vega, her first WWE singles title!
That is just the way this works. And look, if another amazing opportunity presents itself on a silver platter, I will not deny it.
WWE HQ, Stamford, Connecticut.
Number 2, Saturday Night's Main Event.
Saturday Night's Main Event, yeah. Just want to shore up the card here and you know, is that Zelina Chelsea rematch the right kind of fit for that? I think we're gonna have to have one short match.
Could you use this as the opportunity to switch the title back and Chelsea wins the title back? It might not be a bad thing.
So I guess my question would just be, if you flip it back to Chelsea, who should work with?
Chelsea She's got something. There's something to her.
She does, but my point is, if you put the U.S. title on her, I'm not saying we lost faith in Chelsea. I'm just saying, put the U.S. title on her, and she works with. I mean, the baby faces that she has to work with are the same ones she already went through: Zelina Vega, Michin, BFAB, and anybody that's above that.
This was my problem too when I was playing WWE 2K and having just such a limited fucking roster. Once I was trying to download all my superstars and like create all my divisions and everything, the women's division was really fucking lacking. And this is what Triple H is saying right here. Not lacking in, like, you can obviously add so much to it, but I was so limited with like what I had and what the game would allow me to do. It's crazy. But basically what I'm saying is Triple H is even saying right here, you know, we put the title back on Chelsea. What fucking baby faces is she going to work with? Because she's basically been working with everybody, and you're going to put the title back on her, and she's going to be working with the same people, essentially. So right now, the picture for Zelina and Chelsea is actually it's perfect because you have your main babyface and your main heel for the strap. Nothing wrong with it.
Then she's got to lose to Alexa Bliss, Jade Cargill, Tiffany Stratton, right? The flip of that is, okay, so play it out. Put it on Chelsea. And she works with...
The same girls.
Yeah,
I understand. I don't know. I don't disagree. I know I sound like I do, but
So in those booking meetings, sometimes in your desire,
it's good. I think the smart thing is it's good to take the title off of Chelsea for a bit. Let it marinate. Keep the title on Zelina for a little bit, right? She deserves the opportunity to run with it, see where she goes with it. And then after a while, you know, you don't have to do it the fucking next week or at Saturday night's main event. But after, you know, some time has been given for it to rest and see where things kind of go from there, then you can kind of say, hey, where do we need to go with the title? Has Zelina Vega earned the opportunity to kind of work with another storyline, another feud? Is Chelsea Green still the person that we want to go with? Whatever happens there. I think right here, creatively, they're trying to do it too soon. You're trying to take the turkey out of the oven before it's even cooked. So just let it fucking cook.
To get a pitch approved and keep pitching, the creative team may not see the bigger picture. And that's why he's in the position he is, because he sees down the road. Okay, that's a great idea. What do we do after that?
The last thing you want to do is move a character into a place that is unacceptable to the audience, and then that hurts the top people in that role, and it hurts the middle person in that role, and nobody gets over.
Chelsea is so entertaining, but she is not built for, nor should she be, in a Charlotte Flair role or Tiffany Stratton, because Chelsea's job is to help make those people.
She's about to win. Get ready for my moment. I'm entering my second term, boys. Just kidding, I'm losing. Yeah, so don't get ready for my second term. Do not buy any presidential pins for this match.
Remember that.
So honestly, I'm just running at 10%. I have been sick for this is day 8.
You got sick. Did you go get seen?
Yeah, I went to urgent care. They said it was allergies. It was not allergies. Yeah. And then it has gone from strep symptoms to flu, fever, then it was just no voice, and then now it's coughing. Show goes live at 8. By 8:30, I'm gonna be on my way home and going to bed.
Big breath and go.
Well, now I'm out of breath. And it has been a cluster up. I need a week's worth of sleep, but I will be working.
Okay, wait.
Did I get it?
No.
I felt like I got it.
You did? Okay, so blow your hair up and then push it again.
I have.
I've never.
But now I'm crushing it. Thank you so much. Roco, Mucinex, inhaler.
Ladies and gentlemen, for only the third time in the history of Saturday night's main event, a women's championship will be on the line. Zelina Vega defending the United States Championship against Chelsea Green.
I'm crossing my fingers and toes that everything today goes the way that I hope it's going to go, which is smoothly and well for Zelina. Because at this point, it is not about me. I feel like she doesn't have a moment as champion. So I hope that's tonight.
Let's get rolling. And Chelsea Green quickly out of the box and taking a fight to Zelina Vega. Zelina has up Chelsea's number. Vega 4-0 against Green in singles matches in their
I do
career.
love the return of the Saturday Night's Main Event series as well. It's nice. Saturday Night's Main Event was always one of my favorite things to watch back in the day too. We might do a series of like the classic ones, maybe one day. There's a lot of stuff I want to do this year for my YouTube channel.
Off of this 619 is where we're going to get Alpha popping up backside.
Oh,
Well, she got
a
caught
little bit of a fumble there on the 619 from Zelina.
On that 619, I think.
A little bit of a botch, but it appears that when Zelina botches on the 619, she still kicks Chelsea in the face, but she kicks her in the face to the point where it might have broken Chelsea Green's nose.
This code right off the top is going to be your finish.
Chelsea Green in trouble. Zelina Vega from way up top. From the top rope. Cover now. And a win.
Is the broken nose on Chelsea Green.
She remains undefeated against Chelsea Green.
Chelsea okay? Chelsea's busted open.
That was very broken.
You okay?
Honestly, no. Yeah, it doesn't hurt. It's broken so many times. No, that's okay. Can you see like there's an indent? This was like my 7th broken nose, 5th broken nose maybe in wrestling. But I do now have a little itty bitty scar across the bridge there. And we've been told that it cannot break again, or I have to go in for surgery. Did the finish look good?
Yeah. I need you to train her so Doc can get you fixed up.
The human body can only take so much. It can only break its bones so many times.
In the nicest way, you look a little like Rudolph.
Why, thank you. I got kicked right in the straws. So that you went, bam, yeah. It was like crunch, and I was like, it makes like a, almost like Rice Krispies, like snap, crackle, pop. That's so gross. But like, it like crunches. And that was the crunchiest it's ever been. I rolled back, I looked at the ref, I said, my nose is broken. Oh my God, I should have waxed my nostrils. You're fine. What are you talking about? I don't even have time to shave my legs, so the nostrils are not going to be waxed. Okay. Am I good to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it'll take, like
31 minutes
hours
left in this
probably.
episode, ladies and gentlemen.
But
Thank you
what
so
I'm
much again
saying
for
is if
spending some
you-
time with me tonight,
we
checking
get-
out the
no,
channel,
don't
checking
forget
out the
it.
content. Definitely means a lot to me.
Next to me. Hanging on my wrist.
Current goal for
Do I
myself
go
right now on the
for
channel, 300
the
subscribers.
Tippy top title from Tiffy.
We're going to be doing something
Do I
special once we
go back
reach that
for my
goal.
United
So
States Championship?
if you would like to contribute to
I
that,
don't know.
please
Maybe next
consider
time you talk to
subscribing.
me, I'll be
Definitely means a lot.
like,
Helps me
sayonara,
out so
peace
much.
out, I'm having a baby. There's no time to be down in the dumps.
So even though Chelsea may not be your number one draft pick, may not break all the records and have the title over 14 or 15 times, she still has an amazing future because of her charisma and her talent. Now, getting a future in this business is not easy. That's definitely why Seth and Paul Heyman chose Braun Breaker.
And this is kind of the story a little bit we talked about last week, Paul, where this is where Seth lays out
the vision for everything.
This is where it's all kind of like a whack ass version of like evolution to me. But like again, you know, they're talking about, hey, securing a future in this business is not easy. It is a difficult thing to do. Not everybody is going to be your guaranteed superstar. Not everybody is going to be guaranteed to be here for the next 10, 20 fucking years. But it's interesting to me how in like, 2004, 2005, we had evolution, and now it's transitioned to like 2025, 2026. This version of like the vision just seems a little bit creatively to me very similar Triple H, very similar Paul Levesque. I'm just being honest. You and your creative team, you and your writers, I'm seeing the little strings that you're pulling. I'm seeing the little cards that are being played here, Triple H.
Everything. Seth has been looking for someone to be that ace in the hole, so to speak. We have not named this group yet. I'm not saying we need to Monday, but that's part of that.
Seth is the visionary? Is this his vision? Feels like if there was somebody else that we could plug in there, you guys are, if there's somebody high profile, you can get some heat.
Creation of an alliance like the Vision is something that a lot of times is necessary to elevate young talent, to elevate talent that could be right on the cusp and just need that nudge to get over to the top.
Braun Breaker is a special talent.
This dude's a beast.
I think he covers a lot of ground when it comes to looking at the intangible pieces of our industry. Elite athletic ability.
Just a blast of kinetic energy.
His energy level, his desire to learn. I think all of these things combined make him a blue chip prospect.
Braun Breaker has it all.
We need people who are going to be able to lead this company in the future. Right now, based on his age and where he's at, hopefully we can put it all together fast and get him ready.
The vision was the plan for Seth, for Braun.
Now that I'm thinking about it, and again, I'm just throwing ideas out there, we do Penta, Rey Mysterio, Rey Fenix versus Rusev, Ilya Dragunov, and Finn Balor, maybe? If we can't get Leon Slater, we put Finn Balor in there from the Judgment Day. I'm just throwing it out there, Triple H. I'm just throwing shit out there. Penta, Rey Mysterio, Rey Fenix versus Rusev, Ilya Dragunov, Finn Balor. WrestleMania 42. 6-man tag. Book it.
For Heyman moving forward from WrestleMania. The job has a lot of positives and a lot of negatives. When you're able to tell a talent where they're headed, and it is something that they couldn't actually even imagine.
Let's go, man. Get it.
It's a wonderful moment.
Hey, I don't get a chance to talk to you. Know what you're doing tomorrow? No. Tomorrow night at the end of the show, Roman's going to come out. He's going to have Heyman lined up. When he goes to spear him, he's going to get stuck out of the air by you. Yeah. So go out there and work like you're going to be in that fucking role. Yes, sir. Let's fucking go.
Monday's Raw, we introduce Seth Rollins, Paul Heyman, and the Vision.
I am a revolutionary. I am a visionary. I am the winner of the main event of WrestleMania. This became the moment that the succession plan goes public. Stabbed in the back. Roman Reigns is fixing for a fight. So when you look back 20 years from now at what shaped the past 20 years, here comes Roman. And I don't think Roman's done yet. That's the moment where everything changed.
I could easily see Roman Reigns being like, yeah, I want a $12 million contract. That's $1 million a month. I could easily see a Roman Reigns contract being $8 million a month guaranteed, so $12 million a year. $1 million a month, $12 million a year, Roman Reigns contract. I could probably see that.
Hit this shit up, man. Here we go.
And now, Heyman's all. Oh no, he's lining up to spear Heyman. Are you kidding me? Oh my God! That was a human missile intercept.
Braun Breaker becomes the apprentice. There wasn't option A, option B. There was Braun Breaker. We need him now.
Badass, man.
All right.
Yeah, great. Excellent. Feel good?
Yeah.
Thanks, Seth.
That was great.
Fucking worked out well.
Awesome.
Very good, man.
Thank you.
We're off and running.
Yeah. Off to the races. This will be the talking point. Let's go.
Yeah.
That's right.
Off and running.
That Monday after Mania was just as important as the actual turn at Mania. And we still had another card to play by bringing in Bronson Reed.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
We put Bronson Reed in there because Seth Rollins sees a guy that he would have to consider one of the most dangerous men on the roster, and he wants to make a name for him.
Of course,
Get this shot. Everybody together.
Seth Rollins had another play all along.
We've done something that has so much value to the future of the business.
That's how Seth looks at this. This is all about making stars of the future. So what is his vision? His vision is that Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed are megastars 2-3 years from now.
There's a pecking order to what we do. There's people down here, there's people in the middle, there's people up top, and for the longest time, I was sort of just here, trying to break through. So now they're sort of giving me the ball and letting me run with it, and I think I was very fortunate to be given this opportunity.
I know where I want to be, and that's at the top, to where people speak of me as if I'm a Seth Rollins or a Roman or a Punk. You know, this is part of how you get there.
Well, what? You gonna try? Yeah, you see. Hey, let's go.
I don't know, but I try.
Like this. Come on. One, las manos. Yeah, you got it.
It's so funny. I like it.
When I was child, one of all my dreams was I want to have my own lucha school. Muy bien. Más fluido, ¿eh? Bien, venga. The lucha new generations come here if you want to be the next big superstar. Guardia. Fuerte, con ganas. Sálgase, eso, sálgase. Exacto, así, con ganas. The most important thing is you need to lose the fear, you know, from the child. This is the most important. Yes, because this is the, you know, cero miedo. Sin miedo, Gaby, sin miedo, atropéllalo, venga, llévatelo. Eso, bien. Que sigue. Venga. Y eso también van con todo, bien, Oscar. Bien, Gaby. Muy bien. Now I start my first one in the band. Muy bien. It's very important in my career. Se está de bien control.
Money in the Bank for Penta.
To Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank,
was very
Los
amazing
Angeles
for me.
2025.
When I know who are the opponents, like, wow. Soto, LA Knight, Seth Rollins, Americano, I've been waiting all my career for these kind moments.
Here, I got it. Tables, ladders, chairs, everything, declines. This is the hardest match in the world to put together, but man, we're having a good time with it. It's incredibly challenging. I've never seen one go well that wasn't a complete team effort. Puts it on and fucking does the fucking spin. The helicopter spin. Look at me. You lose your mind right there. Get that shit out of the way. We're still figuring this out, but it's going to be something along the lines of Seth goes, LA goes, something, off. Seth.
Is there a way for them to go double? When they get about halfway up or they get all the way to the top, they fight a little bit back down. He knocks Seth off. Now you have a moment. Holy fuck, LA Knight's got it. He goes up as soon as he gets his hand on it. Seth is back, coming back up.
We talked about this. Maybe pull off, stomp?
Yeah, something like that, right? Where, like, give me another moment where when it looks like, holy shit, they're both going to go, instead of just LA Knight going off and Seth getting it, it's LA Knight knocks Seth off. Holy shit, he's going to fucking do it. Yay. Boom. Grab him. What the fuck? Pull him down. Boom. He gets on his knees. Stop. Boom. Fuck you. And Seth.
Copy that.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Thanks, Paul. That sound good, though?
Yeah, that sounds great.
It is the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Money in the Bank, currently one of my favorite match types in WWE.
Let's get him going here.
With the War Games match.
Let's not waste time. Please, let's go.
I love how there's like usually a bag of Sour Patch Kids chilling in like the gorilla position because like I love Sour Patch Kids. Fun fact, did you know Blue Raspberry Sour Patch Kids, the Blue Sour Patch Kid, was not created until like 2012, 2013? I always thought it was in the mix. It was not always in the mix. This motherfucker came around like 2012, 2013. It is so popular. The Blue Raspberry Sour Patch Kid is so popular. There are literal bags of all blue Sour Patch Kids. It's all blue Sour Patch Kids. That is how popular they are since they created them in 2012, 2013. Was never in the original mix. Got added in like 2012, 2013. Ever since, one of the most popular flavors. Fucking Sour Patch Kids are great.
Oh, and LA Knight dropping El Grande Americano. Takes out everyone, takes out the field. Oh, the fireball has a good time. El Grande Americano, spinning that thing, taking out all of LA. Let's see what El Grande Americano has planned as he's now taking control of this match. Hit it right in the nut? Yeah, just took a groin shot. Just a groin shot. And that's through the ladder. That's Nice.
The Tigers match is my kingdom, man. And I love the crazy moves. I love that violence. My first time with Money in the Bank, with my people, with my fans. This was special for me.
Penta is up. And now it's Penta's chance. Penta could be clear sailing from here. And now Penta and Seth Rollins fighting out at the top of the ladder.
Yeah, I believe Andrade also in this Money in the Bank match, and just no mention of him at all, which is strange. The relationship between WWE and Andrade has kind of gone haywire recently, but yeah, it's. I do believe this match features him in the Money in the Bank, and there is just no mention or reference of him from the wrestlers at all, which is kind of strange.
The Americano. Tell me what he's putting in his mask. There it is. Go. Nice, Marty. Thanks, Marty. Panda's there.
Go, Panda. Come on, climb.
Panda's closing in. Trying to make it to the top. Americano. Climbing one ladder. That is incredible.
Nice. Oh my God. The greatest slingshot ever.
LA Knight! No, not from up there! Oh, God! Oh, my God! Woo! Oh, my God!
Chris Park was on that match. We had great producers, but I hate a Money in the Bank match. I hate them. As a participant, I hate them. Because it's not just you and one other person and a referee. You've got all these ladders, so you add in the element of extreme danger. Everybody's got to be on point, the timing, everything from a safety standpoint and a storytelling standpoint.
I have an eye on Seth, Marty. He's going to wave down Breaker and Bronson Reed, and I'm going to send them.
And Seth Rollins just mentioning here too as well for the Money in the Bank ladder match. Just for a match like this, your timing has to be so right because from a safety standpoint, from a story standpoint, you want everything to just go according to plan. And it is so hard to do that in the moment live, obviously, as we all know, to execute it when it's live. That is the hardest task.
Go, guys, go! Go! They're calling the dogs! Americano in half.
I don't know if you've realized this about me yet, but I'm a bit of a control freak. I like to have the reins. These types of matches, they're like waterfalls. So when things start to go off a little bit, that is not ideal for me.
They broke the ladder.
That's okay. We have a backup under the ring in the same place.
They broke the ladder.
Five of the competitors in this match. Take the fireball ladder out from under and get it. Yeah, tell him to get it out now. Tell him to get it out right now. There's another fireball ladder. Hey, now we have the backup. Rollins is going to steal it now. We're heading home here. LA Knight's going to come up and meet Seth. We'll get one last drama moment. So now we're going to get some drama. Seth Rollins climbing up the ladder. What is this, bro?
Tell LA Knight some urgency. Let him come in. Let him just go in the ring.
Well, now it's just a procession to victory for Seth freaking Rollins. Well, maybe not. LA Knight's back in the mix. LA Knight's back in the mix. Look at the float Seth Rollins here.
It's not what we talked about.
LA Knight trying to win Money in the Bank. Dude, tell him to go. We need more urgency. Pressure time here. LA Knight dumped off the ladder by Rollins.
LA Knight obviously falling off his cues here. Not really hitting the mark here at the end of the match, what they discussed. Maybe things changed in the ring, and obviously Seth Rollins and LA Knight now kind of improvising a little bit.
Rollins slamming Knight head first into the ladder.
But of course, the outcome, the finish,
We were going to have Seth and LA face to face.
going to remain the same.
Who was going to pull that Money in the Bank case down? He may have cleared his last hurdle. The suspense and the drama that creates. We lost that. With no one standing in his way.
And I do think I remember saying too, like you had a really good you had a really good fucking Money in the Bank ladder match going for you until like the Vision got involved and like that kind of finished with LA Knight and shit. I've said it before, I'm not a big LA Knight fan. I will admit it. Anybody who watches the channel probably knows that. They've compared LA Knight to like a lot of the guys on the Attitude Era. LA Knight would not last in the Attitude Era at all. Complete jabroni, but at the same time, like I said, not really a guy who I would keep around. We were just talking earlier about contracts and creatively, if you don't want to do anything with the wrestler, you just don't have anything for him. I think I'd be having that conversation with LA Knight. So
Seth Rollins is Mr. Money in the Bank. Here is your winner, Seth freaking Rollins.
God damn it.
LA Knight, of course, also kind of screwed up the finish here for this Money in the Bank ladder match.
I was really angry when I left the ring, and I won the thing.
Seth's upset about something. I don't know how to get with him. Let me get with him. I'll find out.
Mad at myself mostly for not getting it perfect. Could it have been better? In my mind, yes.
They didn't hold how they had it laid out. It was supposed to be Seth up, then LA up. LA knocks Seth off. LA's got it won. He gets pulled off, stomp, go right up. That's how we laid it out. This is a game of inches, just like football. And being off 1 or 2 feet, one way or the other, can really affect everything. There is absolutely 100% no doubt that the crowd would have reacted, as I've said, with much more drama, much more passion, much more who's going to win this thing, if they would have been face to face. There's absolutely no doubt about it.
The end of that thing was built for you. Seth, come up, pull the ladder, put it up, urgency.
Triple H obviously now having a discussion with LA Knight. Once the match is over, the wrestlers go behind the curtain and the lights come down. Triple H telling him, listen, man, we kind of set this up here for you to have like a little bit of a moment, and you kind of fucking screwed that up for yourself. So yeah, you know, they're coming down a little hard on LA Knight here, but again, ladies and gentlemen, your job as a professional wrestler in these matches, in these moments, this is your time. This is your opportunity. You either hit the mark or you don't. LA Knight did not hit the mark here. Now you face the consequences. Now you face the repercussions. You screwed up the moment. Not only was it a moment for some other guys, but it was going to be a moment for you. So yeah, you're going to face, you know, some backlash for that.
He goes up, he gets all the way to it, but here you come. You get all the way up top with him. Fight. You knock him off. Boom, he goes down. Holy shit, you're
At
right
what
there.
part communication fell apart, you don't know. Again, in the match, some things could change, and now you're improvising, but
your hands are on it. You got it. He comes.
the finish was already established from the start.
Stop. Boom. Fucking he goes up and he fucking grabs where you were that fucking close. We've got a really good story there. We just missed the moment to put the fire on him.
Hey, I'm sorry about that, man. I'm pissed off at myself.
All good, but Chris, it's not you. Hear that. It isn't on you. When they get out there live, then it's on them. You know, you can't go out there and fucking do the spot for him. You'd look terrible in his trunks.
We didn't maximize every bit of drama we could have got out of that finish. Don't want it to take away from the match, because the match was spectacular. But when you have a match like that has that many moving parts, you learn an awful lot. And I kind of felt that was like a coming into his own moment for Penta. He didn't win it, but I thought he came out of it looking like a star. Good job.
20 years, work hard every day I work
11
hard
minutes left
for
in the
this
episode,
moment.
ladies and gentlemen.
It's one of the hard matches in my career, man. So hard, but at the same time very happy, very glad, because you hear these people, this beautiful crowd, all my support, Penta, Cero, Melo, this, I feel this energy in my body when I push my body and my mind beyond the limit for these kind matches, you know? So now, can I feel her, but no matter nothing, because I'm here. If Penta come to WWE to conquer everything, no matter what.
I know we said this in advance. I know we said this once he debuted. We got something with this fucking Penta. Here are two things over time that you learn. One, you listen to the start pop when they come out. But you understand it's just a start pop. But in the match, when they're selling and they start to come up, what's the reaction? Because that's when they have to care about you to make your comeback. It's that 30 seconds that you're selling and you're coming up. It's like, God damn it, I need to do this, I need to do, and they rally behind you.
And Penta, they're going to play off the adrenaline of this sold-out crowd.
Penta is over like a motherfucker. When he made the move for the ladder, they wanted him to win so bad.
I can tell his connection with children too, which is a key when he comes out and he does this little gimmick with them. I can tell the reaction. It's a genuine connection. It's not just your point. It's not just, oh, I see that person on TV. Like, they like him a lot.
I'm telling you, we got something really special with him.
When you come here, you know, obviously your goal is to get over. Your goal is to become the WWE champion.
The undisputed WWE champion.
That takes a little bit of time. That takes some investment. Everybody always wants to have a shortcut, me included. Well, the shortcut here is obviously win Money in the Bank.
Mr. Money in the Bank. Randy Orton's about to cash in.
The Money in the Bank briefcase holds contract that you can cash in anytime you want for a championship match.
Cash in right now.
You can take advantage of someone beaten to hell.
Priest has won the world title! Priest has won the world title!
It can be a real make or break moment for people's careers. It was for me when I first won it, cashed in 2015.
First down leads, covered by Rollins. Rollins with the heist of the century.
Brilliant! Cashing in anytime, anywhere, any place.
This year, Night of Champions, we had John Cena against CM Punk.
For the undisputed WWE Championship.
You got all those eyeballs on Punk and Cena, so you want to remind everybody about this Money in the Bank winner who can cash in at any time under any circumstance.
Cena, oh no! Cena inadvertently just blasted the referee, Dan Angler. See it! Punk delivers a GTS, but there's no official. Punk has the championship won, but there's no official here to count it. Oh no! Mr. Money in Seth Rollins. Was Rollins gonna try to cash in? Well, let's not forget the long-standing hatred for Seth Rollins and Punk. And with the official down outside the ring, what a better opportunity for Seth Rollins. Punk knows he's in trouble. Punk knows he's outnumbered. Braun Breaker, Boston Reed, take control.
Wait on, you don't cash in Money in the Bank without a referee present.
Wait a minute. Oh my God! Oh my God! Rollins is called for an official. Is Rollins gonna go for the heist of the century? Cena, not gonna allow it to happen. Cena said not on my watch. They didn't want Rollins to cash in. Breaker taking down Cena. Boston Reed looking for a tsunami. CM Punk from behind. Dumping Reed. Now it's back to one-on-one. Punk and Cena had to help one another. Uh-oh. Wait, we've seen that look before. And Punk was ready. Punk was ready for a low blow. Rollins clogging Punk with the briefcase.
Referee is back in. Cena, damn it, Cena steals it. Rollins is screwed. CM Punk. For 2 years, it has been Seth Rollins' mission statement to continually screw CM Punk. He did it again tonight at Night of Champions.
The result was that I boarded Punk, but John was
Great
able to
ending right there to that
capitalize
Night of
and,
Champions main event.
walk away with the WWE
Cena versus
Championship.
Punk.
The
for the
business of the night was
WWE
accomplished.
Undisputed Championship.
Badass, man.
When you know that you have bigger plans for down the line, that's where it's a lot of fun.
Turned out pretty good, I thought.
Where you can sort of put these moments out there that show them what is possible and then give it to them in a bigger way later. You know, sometimes you gotta have a little foreplay before you get to the main event.
Come on now, Triple H. Come on now.
That's a hell of a bump. Thank you.
Charles Robinson took the bump from Cena.
Yeah, Charles Robinson got just yeeted off of his seat. It was a
Cena with the famous shoulder tackle.
It's a great thing to see.
Throwing one into Charles Robinson right there.
Anytime I can break CM Punk's heart,
The
it's a
17-time
really nice thing
GOAT.
for me. So I would consider it a half win.
Punk and Rollins
Finding
obviously
this
been working the
ladder,
rivalry against
You
each
need
other.
to figure out what separates you.
Yeah.
How to take all the stuff that you do and put charisma into it. Don't just be another wrestler. Be something more.
When the people call my phrase the Cero Miedo, I feel like motivation for me because I want to be the best Mexican wrestler in WWE.
Making special moments that affect our audience. At the end of the day, you want to create a moment that's going to live with people for a long, long time.
This dangerous coalition
You have to have a vision for what the future is.
may have just become unstoppable.
I always believe there are signs of who those people are going to be, and fans can feel that. But if you don't see it coming, if you don't see Seth Rollins aligning with Paul Heyman, if you don't see Seth Rollins aligning with Braun Breaker or Bronson Reed,
You gotta be kidding me.
if you don't see those things happening, then what's about to happen next is going to be shocking.
And out the moonsault lands on his feet, then he tweaked his knee.
That is a knee that has been surgically repaired in the past.
This could be a serious situation here.
And of course, the executive producer, Peyton Manning. Obviously, Seth Rollins goes down with a real-life injury right there. And that is going to do it for episode 3 of Season 2 WWE Unreal. Thank you so much, guys, for checking out the channel tonight, spending some time with me on our little watch-along here on the live stream. Just going to come out of Netflix here so they're not playing it in the background. But once again, that is going to do it for our little watch-along tonight. So much that I want to do this year for the channel. Let me turn on the light real quick, actually. So much, actually, that I'm trying to really get done this year for my YouTube channel. It felt like last year in 2025, it was a bit interesting because I didn't really have access to my laptop. My laptop shit the bed last year. So I got a new one now. This is a Lenovo IdeaPad 1. It's great. It has Ryzen, AMD, Radeon, just absolute everything that I need right now. So that's why I've been like uploading a lot more frequently this year. It was a bit interesting because last year I wanted to do a lot too, but I couldn't because I didn't have access to my laptop and shit. I couldn't afford even a PlayStation subscription, so I couldn't even really play games and stuff. But now, thankfully, I got a new laptop for Christmas here, the Lenovo IdeaPad 1. I really like the Lenovo brand. This is the same brand that I had for my last laptop, which I got around probably 2016. So it was about 9-10 years old when it finally did decide to die out. But now, thankfully, I have this one, which is brand new. A few years old. I think this model was made in like 21 or 22 recently. So it is a few years old, but obviously still intact and where it needs to be in terms of technology. If I can just turn my camera around, because I do kind of want to show you guys real quick just what it looks like here. I mean, it's just amazing. You can see here it's got the Ryzen and the Radeon stamp of approval. But it's just like this really amazing, like, I don't know how well it's going to pick it up, but it's like a abyss blue. It doesn't look like it's actually picking it up great on my camera because of the lighting, but it's this just really cool shade of blue that I really like on there. So that is my laptop, new laptop for the bedroom and the streaming setup. Still trying to work out some stuff for my music studio, so I'm still trying to get like some improvements and upgrades for my music studio. Of course, haven't really gotten around to that yet, so that kind of sucks, but I'm gonna restart my laptop now because it actually needs an update. But there's so much that I wanted to do last year that I didn't get the chance to do. It was actually really cool because a group called Regiment GG, Regiment Gaming, their military gaming group here on YouTube and just in the gaming community in general, who support veterans and active service military members. They reached out to me last year to help be a part of like one of their charities, which was a charity stream and a charity event for them, which was really cool to me. That's the first time I've ever had the opportunity to even do anything for charity, or anytime anybody's even reached out to me to even do anything like that. So that really meant a lot to me, especially when things were just moving so slow last year and everything was happening. I just love the opportunity whenever I can to do anything, obviously a charity event for like military veterans, anything that supports our military. Anything for like injured athletes, obviously cancer survivors. My mom has been through cancer, Alzheimer's disease, even just things with depression and suicide, obviously things I'm very passionate about and I care a lot about. So obviously these charity events, that meant a lot to me last year to even have somebody reach out to me. So thank you again, Regiment GG, for giving me the opportunity to do that last year. That meant so much to me. This year, like I said, there's a lot of new series that I'm trying to do every week here. I'm going to be doing like videos of like what if I was booking past WrestleManias, just like a little fun thing leading up to WrestleMania 42. So literally up to the day of WrestleMania 42, every week there's going to be like another, like a new video on my channel here of just like what if I was booking, kind of just like a fun little fantasy series for like just to show more of like my creative writing and more of my passion for pro wrestling here on my channel. And then there's so much too, just including like music and stuff I want to do with gaming. I've been playing, some Battlefield 6 Gauntlet Red Sec here because that's kind of just what I have easy access to right now, and haven't been performing too bad in that. There's some games where I'll kind of, not really be shooting the way that I need to be shooting, but there's been times where it's usually like a W when I play, so that's been nice, and I'll be able to like put something up on the channel, so that's really what it means to me. But thank you again, ladies and gentlemen. We're going on about a 2-hour stream right here, so anybody who stayed this long and is checking out the channel, checking out this content, again, thank you. It means so much to me. Trying to hit 300 subscribers right now. That's the current goal for the channel. Once we hit that, we're going to be celebrating with something special. I'll try to think of something creative and fun. But again, guys, thank you so much just for watching this and hanging out with me tonight. Really means a lot to me. Hope you guys are staying safe out there during this winter storm. Winter storm fern. The Christmas fern. The winter storm fern. But hopefully you guys are staying safe, staying warm, and taking care of yourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, ghosts and goblins, witches and wizards, vampires and werewolves, thank you so much again for spending some time with me tonight. Until next time, peace, God.